Alright guys, there's not a lot going on today. Me and Matt are goofing around the house, changing some oil, sharpening some blades and stuff like that, but thought this would be a good time to show you guys actually how to use the walker. I get this question a lot, so let's do it. So on the walker, this right here, this is your speed control. Just like the middle lever on the X mark, it's just your speed. Okay, so usually you have one hand on here, one hand here, and this is just a turn. That's all you use this for. One hand, I usually just use my fingers. And you just, if you want to turn left, you just pull that one back. If you want to turn right, pull that one back. If you want to go backwards, you pull them both back. It's that simple. Alright guys, so now it's time to let Matt try it out. Okay, so there's the key. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to put your gear up, or your speed up a little bit, just a tad, and you'll start coming forward. Now you can turn with those front handles there. No, always pull them backwards. There you go. Always pull them backwards. Hardest thing for people to get used to on the walker is this box in the back. So I got it right here next to the house, and I want you guys to see that I'm not going to be able to just turn because the box will hit the house. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Is I usually back up, kind of at an angle a little bit, and then I got room to turn. So watch. This here is your blading gauge. Okay, this is what turns your blades on. Basically all you're doing is you're backing up just to give you more room on the side to where you don't hit stuff. That is the biggest thing I see with new people on a walker, is they always forget about the box on the back. I've done it, a lot of people have done it, most people do it. You either hit a tree, you hit the house, and I've even seen some people scrape cars. So that's the biggest thing you got to worry about, was the box, because you're just not used to it. You're not used to something being behind you that's that big. So alright, now we're going to give Matt the opportunity to finish mowing the front yard, get a little experience on the walker. You got the brake on. That's your brake right there. Yeah, release the brake. I want to explain to you the way I like to turn on these. The three-point turn. Are you familiar with that at all?
This is where you reverse a little bit and then...
Yeah, basically what I want you to do, Matt, is I want you to come right here, and I want you to turn. Okay, and I want you to just face this way.
Okay.
Then I want you to back up to where you have enough room. Okay, and then you go back on your stripe.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I want you to go forward, and I want you to turn, face this way. I want you to back up a little bit and then turn back on your stripe this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You have no idea how close you were to hitting that truck.
Oh yeah.
No idea. I was actually kind of yelling at you a little bit because I knew what you were going to do, but you missed it. I'll give you props for that. You missed it. But you were like literally like that far away from the truck.
Oh wow.
Like inches, maybe an inch at the most.
Man.
You'll see it back. You'll see it back when we play it back. Like I said, that is the hardest thing to get used to, is that box. Even though you think you have room, you don't have as much room as you think. And the more you drive the machine, the more you get used to it, the more you kind of feel the box back there, and the more just the more comfortable you get. So it's all a learning experience. It's all something, getting used to something new. And I don't expect him to hop on this machine today and be a wizard at it, because it's just not going to happen. He's actually doing a lot better than I did my first time riding it. So I'm gonna let him finish cutting the yard, and let's see how he does. I want you to go ahead and make your one lap around, because we didn't do that first, because we just hopped into videotaping and didn't do that. Make your one lap around, okay? And then come back here and then start back where you were, okay? Because that one lap around down there by the street will that will help you out when you're turning. You have plenty of room now. You can see the room you have right there to make that turn, okay? So what I want you to do is, as you're coming forward, just kind of inch your way this way a little bit.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you go straight across the curb like that close, then you're going to hit the truck. But if you kind of just inch your way forward, just kind of at a slight angle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So instead of coming this way, you're going to be coming this way.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Then by the time you get here, you'll have enough room to make that turn.
Okay.
Okay, if not, you can always turn and kind of look behind you and see the box. So what do you think?
It's a lot different.
A lot different?
Feels weird at first.
What's weird?
especially.
What's weird about it?
I don't know how the seat comes up and down when you're mowing,
Yep.
and it's just different
Yeah.
than anything I've ever rode.
It almost feels like an accordion, especially if you're going up and down like a hill or something, because like the deck is separate from the machine, so it kind of like bends together, and it does feel weird. So what about the controls? Are the controls pretty easy to learn?
Yeah, they're pretty simple, but it's still confusing when you're not used to it, never run one before,
Yep.
because there's no other mower like it.
Yep. And he's exactly right. The first time I used one of these, I was jerking all over the place. I thought he actually did very, very well for the first time, because when you have those middle little handles, of course, you're talking 10 years ago when the first time I rode one of these, and at the time the only thing I'd ever ridden was a Dixon. So but anyway, yeah, I mean, I was jerking all over the place. First time I rode that thing, I hated it. I hated the walker. I didn't like it. I got used to like it, now I love it.